I was that person. I was that person who worked away religiously, clearing my work whilst you got promoted, time and time again over me. The one who looked after your houses, kids, pets. Whilst I listened to your amazing outings with you and your friends, I was the one who held the doors open as you carried on chatting without noticing me. All those things I thought I had to do because I was always the helper. Why? Because I was always standing back in the shadow of others, with the loud ones who presumed she'd do that. And because I did, in my small way, I thought that glimmer of notice was better than none at all. Have you ever wondered who cleared that desk, how it was so clear at the end of every day? Or how you could just go out on a whim? That was me, the little shadow behind you. Now I can blame others for not inviting me, not involving me. But I had to look in the mirror first. Who did I see? Nobody. That almost transparent person disappearing into the darkness. That person whose voice came out so quietly nobody heard. Then one day a glimmer of light caught that shadow looking back. A glimpse, but it was enough for me to see that real me. It was a true friend, I'm going to call Roger, that turned that light on. He heard that voice in the breeze, turned, and it opened the window blind. I turned and looked in that mirror. For the first time in my life, I saw the real me. I saw the helper, the healer, the person who can make a difference in the world. What I realised was that by hiding in the shadows, many people would never benefit from my skills I'd accumulated over many years of listening. So, 5 years ago when that window opened, in fact it might be 6 now, and that bright light shone in, I learnt these 5 important lessons. To accept gratitude is not big-headed. I challenged myself to take compliments. After not too long I realised it allowed me to take one step forward towards others, and it really gave me a great feeling to accept those compliments. It's still okay to look after things for others and help them, but now because I want to, it's not because I was the person they knew they would, or it was that glimmer of notice. I found that I'm invited out to those events that before would have never happened because I was stopping myself, surrounding myself with more and more positive people, giving the option of being in a room full of radiators or a room full of drainers. I choose radiators, the ones who radiate energy to each other, the ones who almost make you feel like you've had a warm hug. I encourage the drains, when I meet them, to pull back those blinds and let the light in. I also imagined all that time ago walking to the top of the mountain with the heaviest of backpacks on, full of stones of my fears and worries of the past. And when I got there, I unloaded those stones in a glacier lake at the top. Those stones created a small island of hope, which grew a tree and gave flight to the most amazing bird of prey. That bird of prey is now soaring, finding its own amazing heights. Sometimes I can almost reach the stars, as I saw. Finally, I'd flung my weirdness out into the open, my love of life, dancing in the rain attitude. It had been worn on the outside now. Before it was suppressed, only shown to those closest to me. Now it's firmly worn on the outside. So I stand at that open window, into the sun, well, rain because we are in the UK, and I let the world know I'm out of the shadows. No more waiting, no more self-bullying. I like that metaphorical Cancerian self running around, shellless, trying to fit into every object I find on that new beach of life, Who knows what I'll look like once I'm fully dressed? But the one thing I know is I'm not stepping back behind those blinds. I'm taking as many people who are ready to step out of their own shadows with me. I'm standing in bright colours in front of that mirror, and no more hiding. I was that person.